About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Pass caught, right side, Fannin. So the completion gets him just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game. Surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here. And I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one, too.
He's got this to Williams, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
What's that?
Play action. It's Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Sam Laporta, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And that is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah! There we go! 20.
Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Bryan Anger, to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The numbers for Gibbs from last week: 13 carries, 131 yards, and also the score.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Gone. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, 61 yards. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Here's Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Throwing, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Bryan Anger now. as he's on to punt for Dallas. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And this will wind up the Lions first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
120.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Cut. 11. 180. What's that?
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Here we go.
Check motion.
20.
Roy.
What's that? Get your hands up.
Off play action. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Cut. 20.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Again, Goff. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
We go tonight. What's that?
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. So after the conversion on fourth, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
180. Turbo set.
Now Goff. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Obama. Cut. Turbo set.
Here's Goff. That's going to be caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right on the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
180. What's that?
Gibbs is going backwards here, all the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
We go tonight. 5. Black 20. Me. Set.
Now it's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
What's that?
Goff now looking to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Goff now to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Marcus Davenport in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Here we go. 20.
On 3rd down, they run with Blue. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here.
That's a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And taken right at the 35. They juked him. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And past the 30, down to about the 27. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Goff now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
20.
Back to throw. Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To the air again. Goff. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And that's a big number. It is going to be touchdown pass number 50 for him on the year. Just 5 shy now of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for most touchdown passes in one season. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 14. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Final play of the half. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That is caught. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Hey, Cal. Go, man. 180.
Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now. And he's carried the ball just 5 times. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah! Here we go.
Now Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently second in the NFL at this point of the season. 2 yards to go, second down. They'll go again with Gibbs. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Goff. That one out wide and intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They need 2. Here's third down.
Watch the motion.
Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
On first down, it's Blue. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's got it. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Here we go. 20.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Tonight, shell, 180.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They work now on 2nd and 9. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Hey, watch him right there, watch him right there.
To throw is Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. KaVontae Turpin with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently 2nd in the NFL in passing yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
65 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Yeah, here we go.
Throwing, Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead. There he goes, left side. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he'll get a couple up to the 29. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This time it's 3rd and 3. A quick throw there is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott now, option right. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott now. Left side to Lamb. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Here's Prescott. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's to Fannin. It's tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. They'll throw again. Prescott.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw again. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Throwing now, Goff. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. Now Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Lions are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.